was invited to the club as a prospective member, vice president of the Chamber of Commerce was a member, and I said, I don't have any time for this. Oh, just come. And okay, finally I went, and I like it. So they never told me that I don't have to go home and be invited again. I just keep coming. So about 2 months after that, I think they had to make me a member. So I think that was really funny, because now when I had to invite people, I had to tell them, if they enjoy it or not, and then let them go, and hopefully when the name is approved, then you call them back. And so it could have been a surprise, for anybody. No, you can't be a member. That was part of it. I became a member of the board when Jeanette Fuhr was. I became a club service director. My job was to organize all that so everything could come to, in a way, getting the people and making sure that we're going to have, for the grand opening especially, invite all the people who was important in the city. The chamber was in a position that needed another place to be on it. And we give them the opportunity to build that facility so they can have their business there. I think for them it's been great because it's well located, and they can do the things they want to, and it has served their purpose for all these years. Well, what we do is we plan our holidays based on Rotary normally. So if it's a convention, then we attend. We look. It's a book the Rotary has with all the clubs in the world, and we look for clubs that are closer to the area, and we attend meetings. And it's one of the most interesting things that a Rotarian can do in holidays, because meet so many people that are always welcoming you. And it's nice to share your nationality, Canadians, to other cultures. We were in Holland, close to where my brother-in-law lives, and we attended this club, and a person in there, another Rotary from another area, I was giving a talk in there, and Ellie was talking to him because he's Dutch also, and he said that he had a son who came to Canada on exchange, and so he asked, well, where? He said in Stony Plain, Alberta. So she could not believe it, because she said, that's my club, that's my club. But she did not know that before, so I think that was very weird to find somebody, and not even their own club, Yes, but you always meet people that, for one reason or another, it's something special. It was in San Francisco area. It was somebody was doing a presentation. He was a Chinese descendant, and he had some kind of a radio station that provided for the Chinese community there, and he was very, I guess, a very happy person. It was really interesting to listen to him because you go to the United States, you think everything is English speaking, but this was a big area, the San Francisco, which covered by this particular radio station, and he was the manager of it. We sent to Chile a container with medical equipment, and I think that was in one of those years. I'm not 100% right now. Well, they got beds, they got chairs, kind of regular chairs. They got chairs for a specific type of person with sickness, and lots of beds because that was a time that Alberta was changing the system from manual cranking to electric. So there were lots of things like that, and bedding also was because from Calgary came a bunch of stuff. They fill up a tank, a container with whatever. They put lots of stuff that they were able to use, because when I was in Chile to the GSC team, I went to see the places where they were given to, so I could appreciate that they were in use. Amazing. It's amazing because when you go to another country and you're hosted by Rotarians, everybody is just welcome you like they were part of the family, and everybody had an excellent time, because it was not only the part of their profession, there was also the visiting places. They were beautiful and unusual, and that we probably will never be able to do it unless you have lots of money to travel, to do that. We had to host them and invite them to dinners and meet the membership, and give them opportunities to go to their professions, if they were doctors or they were whatever the profession they had, to a medical location, or if they were teachers at school, and they were hosted from Edmonton, I think, in here. I can't remember the city. They went up north also. Most of the people they taken up north to enjoy also the beauty of the country. It's a fellowship, a massive fellowship, and being able to meet other Rotarians, because they're all kinds, and some very nice people, some not, but most of, probably 99% of the people are very nice, and you just share stories, and sometimes you see them back another year, sometimes many years go by and then you see them again. It's because even when you know that people are going to be there, not necessarily you can find them, because there's so many people. Chicago was just, you couldn't find anybody. Probably Chicago, because Chicago was a celebration of the 100 years, and it was so many people. All the presentations were top notch, um, and it was in North America, so everybody spoke English. That had been in Canada doing the promotion of Project Amigo. We have met him on a couple of occasions. So he invited to come and visit again. It's his job to do that. And we said, well, yeah, okay, we'll do it eventually. And I think about 6 or 7 years went by, and Ellie became district governor, and then we just kind of relaxed and said, well, okay, let's go and do a week. We do the work as a volunteer. So we went, and we really enjoy it. And the first thing they say is, well, why don't you come and do the other work? That is, for 6 months you take over and you make sure that volunteers have a good time. So we thought about it, and then we came back and said, sure. And we did that for 2.5 years. The head office is up in Cofradía de Suchitlán, que is at the base of the volcano.
Okay.
And it's a very small town. I think it's about 1,500 people, I think. 1,300 people, something like that. And but all the schools are in the state of Colima. Even on the next state, there's some work done with. There's another club over there that also work together. If you have a literacy week, you will be going to schools and giving libraries. Like they provide libraries of 100 books or 50 books, depending if they are upgrading their libraries. And you're able to play with the kids or read with the kids, even if you don't understand Spanish, they will read to you. But it's just the interaction with those kids, and it's something that's really, really touchy, because they know that you're a friend, so they are not afraid of you, and they want to make you feel good in their language. And so some people feel bad because they cannot respond, but you feel the warmth, and it really makes a difference to them. They provide glasses for people who cannot afford to buy them, and we do 3 big clinics. We look about between 1,500 to 2,000 people in 1 week. Sorry, and 3 times, visiting different cities, and it's a very how do you call it? Take a lot of work. You go early there, you come home late, but I mean, it's so rewarding. You know, sometimes we had a lady who had 104 years old, and she was so grateful, and she was so bright. It's a school in a camp. It's a migrant camp, and Project Amigo put a kindergarten, and then they added uh, another class, and for many years that's all they had, because most of those kids speak indigenous language and not Spanish, so they were taught Spanish and numbers and things, and to mostly being able to live with others, because they're very, what can you call it, they, they don't have no patience, so, and they have no manners, so that was part of it. And every year they have, from all these kids from the schools, it goes about 300, between 280 to 300. They do one Christmas, they provide clothes, complete set of clothes, shoes, socks, underwear, everything to those kids, and they do a party for them in Colima, and they celebrate, and then they go happy home. So they do that, and it's a swimming pool, so they also enjoy the pool, and it's part of the, provide the food also for them. It's part of the yearly thing. And those are the incentives that they get to stay in school. So they look forward to keep their marks up and to stay in school. I think we have one of the biggest sales, because that time we sold that airplane flight twice, and I think it was the first time we came. So we were very rich for. Well, I think we all should give something back, and we all say that we're too busy. Like I said first, I couldn't become a member because I was too busy. So to me, it's an excuse. But if we believe that we can make changes to the world, I mean, by myself I can do it. But with the help of other people, other members, and other clubs, you can change the world. So you have to decide if you want to do that, and spend a few hours a week, attend the meetings, meet people that you will realize they're good friends, and do the good deeds. I always try to make a joke of everything. There's no, how you call it, no restrictions in my mind. Sometimes I screw up big time, but in general, that's the way I am. said to me, well, look at me. I go to the person, I say hello. If he doesn't like me, eventually he will have to like me, you know. So you can't wait for others to make your life better, but we need to do that. It's our job to, when you get somebody who's new, make sure that it feels at home and continue this. Get the members engaged, and it's not our problem only. I mean, wherever we go, we have the same problem. People want to be members, but they don't want to put the time on it. They don't allow the time to use it for that. And it is across the world. A lot of people enter want to become a member because most of the people are influential in the towns or city, and they can get something out of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's not the primary thing. You make friends, you do business. You cannot just go and do business because you think they're going to do it because they're a member, you know. And I don't think that will ever change, but we have to make that tell the members, you know, what they're supposed to do and why.